The sun will rise tomorrow, or at least that's what we've always assumed. That blazing sphere at the center of our solar system, a furious, glowing ball of plasma that warms our world, fuels every living thing, and paints our skies with brilliant colors, feels permanent. It feels immovable. It feels eternal. But the truth is far more dramatic. The sun, like every star, is slowly marching toward its own end. It may not seem urgent on human timescales, but cosmically, it is already counting down. One day, long after we're gone, the sun will begin to swell outward, transforming into a massive red giant so large that it could swallow Mercury and Venus and possibly Earth. After that phase, it will collapse inward, shrinking into a dense white dwarf. This tiny but incredibly hot stellar remnant will slowly cool for billions of years until it becomes nothing more than a faint, cold ember drifting through space. We won't live to see that gradual fade, of course. But imagine, just for a moment, witnessing something far more sudden, the sun exploding right in front of us. The word supernova might make you imagine a spectacular celestial fireworks show, the brightest, most magnificent light display the universe could offer. But here's the twist. If the sun exploded, you wouldn't actually see anything at first. The sun is about 150 million kilometers, 93 million miles, from Earth, and its light takes 8 minutes to reach us. That distance might feel vast, but compared to the monstrous forces released in a supernova, it's nothing. To be safe from a stellar explosion, a planet needs to sit at least 50 to 100 light-years away. We're practically sitting next to the fuse. Still, there is a surprising bit of good news. If the sun somehow exploded tomorrow, which scientifically it cannot, the resulting shockwave wouldn't completely destroy Earth. Only the side facing the sun would be instantly incinerated. The far side, the so-called lucky half, would experience temperatures roughly 15 times hotter than the sun's surface while being plunged into permanent darkness. The heat alone would be unsurvivable, but at least the entire planet wouldn't be blown to dust. Without the sun's gravitational pull holding our orbit, Earth would drift away into deep space, gradually cooling as it wandered through the darkness. It's possible, though extremely unlikely, that Earth could eventually be captured by another star and settle into a new orbit. But by the time that happened, no living creature would remain to witness it. If humanity somehow knew the exact moment the sun would explode, we might manage to survive a bit longer. With enough preparation and resources, we could buy ourselves up to 1,000 additional years. Beneath the surface of the Earth, just a few meters down, temperatures hold steady around 17 degrees Celsius, 62 degrees Fahrenheit. With time to prepare, we could build massive, interconnected underground cities equipped with artificial lighting, food production systems, and life support technology. But the surface would change rapidly. Within a week of the sun's explosion, Earth's temperature would drop to about minus 18 degrees Celsius, 0 degrees Fahrenheit. After 1 year, it would fall to minus 73 degrees Celsius, minus 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The oceans would begin to freeze from the top down, forming thick layers of ice. After roughly 1,000 years, the atmosphere itself would freeze, collapse, and fall to the ground like snow. The surface would then be exposed to cosmic radiation and constant meteor impacts. Only deep underground would any form of human civilization have a chance. Fortunately, this terrifying scenario is not how the sun will actually die. Real star death is slow and gradual, unfolding over billions of years. The sun will instead grow hotter and brighter as it ages, expanding into a red giant and shedding its outer layers into space. These layers will drift outward and eventually help create new stars, planets, and perhaps even entirely new solar systems. Our sun's death will seed new life across the cosmos, just as the remains of ancient stars once forged Earth. What might form in the sun's wake? New worlds? New species? Maybe even another Earth with beings wondering about their origins. It's difficult to imagine our solar system without its golden anchor, but one day the sun will expand, contract, and quietly fade, possibly making room for a new star millions of years later. And if humanity still exists in that far future, where would we be? Perhaps living on distant planets. Perhaps drifting through space stations. Perhaps orbiting a star that isn't even born yet. But that's a story for another what if.